Hey, what's up team? In this video, I'm gonna take you through a DV8 dead or reset swing. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a few reps and then I'll take you through the movement. Feel free to join me doing it body weight right now, and then you can go ahead and load it. So with the DV8 swing, the biggest difference is we're starting with the bell behind our heels, okay? If some of you are familiar with swinging, you may have seen people starting with the bell out in front and then giving it a hike start to go into that initial swing. The biggest difference here is it really teaches you how to create starting strength off of a dead start. You don't have that hike to give you the momentum to start your initial swing. All right, now there's also the element of elevating the bell on a yoga block, okay? You have the choice to and may want to or may not want to. All it's gonna do is possibly get you into a better and more stronger position, all right? So my first recommendation is try it with the block, and then as you get your practice in, you can take it off the block. It is by no means a regression, just a way for every individual to find a strong setup position. So let me show you those few reps, and I'm using the yoga block today. All right, so what are the key points? My starting position, my grip, my press down into the floor, my top position, and my breath. All right, those 5 points. So let's talk about the starting position. On or off the block, you're gonna start in a deadlift stance. You can do this with me body weight. All right, toes slightly turned out, feet wider than hips. All right, this is my deadlift position. Shoulders above hips, hips above knees, knees vertical to the shin. All right, so straight down. In this position, I'm gonna squat. In this position, I'm in an uncompromising position to go ahead and swing a bell because I'll probably pull my back, all right? So you wanna get into this nice strong position where you're loading the legs, the back side of the legs specifically, and also the quads. All right, now, a great way to practice this, and body weight first I love, is to take your hands, reach them down long, you're connecting your thumbs, all right? And just go ahead and start to reach through, pinky to the inner thigh, all the way until your elbow gets to that inner thigh, all right? So I'm reaching all the way through. This is sort of where the bottom position is. Now I'm gonna find the bell and do the same thing. Where are your feet from the block or the bell? It really all depends. So I'm gonna start about 6 inches. I think that's a great indication or a great starting point. I'll reach through just like I did, all the way back to that bell. I actually chose a pretty good distance. If I couldn't reach the bell, I'd just take a couple steps back. I've got my fingers on that bell. All right, now I'm going to reach a little farther. Notice how my chest drops. I'll grab the bell and I'll tip it. Now I'm in that really strong position. Grip is really important. You're only holding the bell in your fingertips. I call this the hook grip. You don't want to grip the bell tight because you want that bell to be able to flow through your hand. So you want to hook grip it. All right. I've heard people refer to it as Lego hands. All right. So you kind of have this positioning. So I'll go through. Here's my bottom position. When you're in this bottom position, you want to aim to get your arms glued to your ribs and the weight into the legs, all right? If you start to feel your weight coming forward into your toes, you're not in the right position. So lift the chest, bring the eyes up, and find your legs. Like my legs are on fire right now. So here's my starting position. You got the starting position, we have the grip, we know how to set it up. Now, the second thing is the drive. So from here, without any weight, all I'm gonna do is push down into the floor really aggressively. That bell will just float up. Wherever it comes to is fine. Don't worry about a certain height. Don't pull on the bell. Let your legs do the work. Once the bell starts to come back to me, I'm gonna wait until my arms connect to my body, and then I'm gonna sit right back into the same position where I started. Now imagine if I didn't have the yoga block, I would be sitting way, way lower, and depending on the size of the bell, the size of your body, the length of your arms, that may or may not work for you. So start with the yoga block, like I said. All right, so let's see with the bell. All right, you're also gonna hear my breath here. So I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna get tight at the bottom. I've got those Lego hands. I'm gonna pull my shoulders back to pack them towards my body. I'm now ready to push into the floor. Finding that powerful, strong push. I'll exhale. Belt comes back. I sit back down. Okay? Make sure you have breath. So I'll inhale with a sniff through the nose. All right, so we have the setup, we have the grip, we have the drive. We know our body at the top position, legs locked out, core is tight. So that's your top position, nice and strong. Find an extension through the floor to the crown of your head. As the belt comes back, you sit back, load your legs, and go right back to that starting position. So that is how you do the dead swing. You can do this two-hand, you can do it one hand, you can do either variation. The body positioning, the wedge setup, the breath, all the same. Give it a shot, let me know what you think, and make sure you have fun.